Well, right now, we're going to move to, as we said earlier, AIA Illinois is celebrating the 75 years this year, and we would like to thank all our members, our leadership, and staff throughout the years for the dedication and support. We certainly couldn't do it without you. So before we get into the closing ceremonies, a little toast for 75 years. Cheers, Stacy.
AIA Illinois.
AIA Illinois.
Cheers to a great conference.
Cheers to the members.
For being a part of it today. We now have a short special video tribute. It's about 6 minutes. The past 75 years, and following, as I mentioned all day, we have a lot of raffle prizes. We're going to give out 15 raffle prizes, a lot of them right over here, as well as we have a grand prize, a Capitol Dome tour with the Capitol architect, Andrea Egger, for you and 3 friends. This tour is not open to the public, which includes a gift card of $100 to Maldeners here in Springfield, one of Springfield's finest culinary institutions since 1884. So enjoy the video, and we're going to see you back for a bunch of raffle prizes drawing. So see you soon.
Okay.
Yeah, drink up.
You know, before the pandemic hit, I did get out a little bit. I was able to travel. I was able to do, actual legislative meetings and sessions. And, when I would introduce myself and say who I was with, there already was an admiration for us and our work and who we are as an organization. And, that really speaks volumes, especially here at the state capitol.
The founders were some of the names that almost anyone who follows architectural history in Illinois would recognize. At some point down the road, they decided we can't do this from Chicago, and we can't do it just with volunteers. So let's incorporate in Springfield. And then the next evolution from there was we need a physical presence. That really changed the trajectory of the organization from one that was more about watching what was happening down here to being an active participant in shaping the outcome. We had aspirations to do more than just be a lobbyist for the architects in Springfield. Although those are the table stakes. You've got to do that well at the expense of anything else. So do that, and what's the and that goes with that? Equipping our members to also be advocates and citizen architects to lead in their communities, not just pay for someone to do that for them.
We put on programming, education opportunities, for our architects to receive their CEUs, for engaging content, business side of architecture, things that they are wanting to know for their own practices. We're about 60% small firms throughout the state, and that can be 10 and under employees. They're not an 80-person firm that has an HR department. So to embolden them, engage them, educate them, that's why, we do what we do.
Shirley, the one word I used for her is legend, but she would laugh that off and say it's not true. And that's really what makes Shirley dear to so many people who know her. She won't ask for a special favor or advantage unless it has some public good to it. And once you get that reputation in these circles, some people treat you as naive or just a do-gooder, but the ones who are really champions of your cause will come back to you again and again.
In 1997, it was the 100th anniversary of the Illinois Architectural Practice Act. So Illinois was the first state to license architects. And the story behind that was a Chicago architect named Charles Knopfnagel was elected to the legislature, and he championed getting an Architectural Licensing Act passed, which it did in Illinois. And Charles Knopfnagel became the first licensed architect in Illinois, and we still recognize him in our AIA awards for a public service award.
The most important thing that AIA Illinois does for the members is preserve the Architectural Practice Act. That is basically the keys to the kingdom. It says who can do architecture in the state of Illinois and how they must be qualified to do it, how they structure their businesses, what the scope of work is.
2007 was the 150th anniversary of AIA, and the National AIA did a call for every state to do a legacy project or a special project to recognize the achievements of architects. And I proposed the idea of let's do a 150 Great Places program in Illinois where we'll recognize 150 noteworthy architectural places in the state. Each chapter put together a local team to recognize places and put together their list. We had a wonderful final meeting where we kind of put it together, and we sat around the dining room table at the Farnsworth House and hashed out what would be this list of projects. So it was really fun championing this idea of what are places that can represent the legacy of the design profession in Illinois and do so in a fun new website.
Our whole mission is about the health and safety and welfare of the livelihood of our citizens and our communities, throughout the state and also the nation. And I think we take that very seriously. And I think, when we are pushing for a specific policy or we are concerned about something, it's really not usually about us. It's about, what we want to see for the benefit of the good.
The two things I'm most proud of have been our stewardship of the planet and community service. USGBC does a ranking of states in terms of who puts the most square foot in place that are LEED certified. Illinois is always in the top 10, and they're usually in the top 2. That is all a result of architects in Illinois who are leading this issue nationally and involved in the conversations about how to go further toward net zero, carbon neutrality, energy efficiency.
Disaster assistance training, we've trained over 100 architects already. And what it does is prepare an architect to be the second layer of respondents to a disaster. The emergency professionals would come first, and then we would come in and we would do walkthroughs where the area was hit and evaluate whether, it was safe for those individuals to go back to their home or for them to go back to their office. And it's just another way of us giving back to our communities here in the state.
De Tocqueville came to America and observed a lot of things about how we operate and kind of wrote a book that became famous called Democracy in America. And one of his observations was that Americans inherently join together for common purposes where they have shared values. So that's what associations are. If you had to do it on your own, it would take you forever or at great expense. So for a few $100s, you're part of a community that's pulling together and has a dedicated staff and membership team working on your behalf. And you've got peers that are thinking about the best interest of your future, your career, that are serving on boards around the country. So having that infrastructure in place means somebody's always got your back.
I see great things for us ahead. We're only going to build off of that solid foundation from the past 75 years and go forward. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that special video tribute.
Man.
A little blast
Some great
from the past
photos.
today.
Yes.
Now we've got the raffle, and I've been shaking them up. And if your name doesn't get picked, it's Fred's fault over here, so not mine.
No sticky fingers here. All
We
right.
first are going to raffle off for 3 for Senator Saval's book. So 3 names for Senator Saval's book.
1,
There, I mean, can't see them.
2. All right.
Okay.
So we've got Jamie Zorua. Sorry. Stephanie Palmia Jaraki. Stefania, I think that was. Sorry. Stefania. And Jean Talander.
All right, great. And winners, don't worry, we will find you. So that was for Senator Saval's book. Next up, we have the Everything Needs to Change, the Climate Emergency Book for Architects. We're going to pull 3 names again.
All right. Jesse Chawuka Debe.
I'm sorry, we're trying.
Madonna Kumar. And Philip Bay.
All right,
Philippe Bay.
we will find you. Next up is for Andrew Filer's book here, Better Life for Their Children. So we're going to draw 3 for Andrew's book.
Stephen Cashman. Scott Rapp.
What?
And Jonathan Fine.
Wow.
We know where all you live. So
Fred will deliver that to you
Right.
personally. Okay. Now we're going to send out 3 hats to lucky winners, and it's going to be more of a winter hat.
you said 3.
Yep, 3,
Okay.
please.
All right.
3 new baseball hats for lucky winners
A
here.
Matthew Thompson. A Ahadola Azami. And David Zach. David Zach.
David Zach, yeah.
Oh,
the
that's
speaker.
oh
Yeah.
the David.
The David
Our
Zach.
speaker. I'm sorry,
Zach.
David Zach.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, great.
I didn't know we had everybody in.
We'd have
in the bit.
everybody in
Okay,
the mix.
sorry, David.
Panelists, speakers, everyone. Okay, now we're going to draw for 3 new polos, and these will be custom made in the color of your choice from red, black, white, or gray, and then also embroidered logo. All right, 3 lucky polo winners.
3 is the magic number.
It
isn't
is.
All right. 2 and 3. All right. Sean Gordon. John Kelly. And Goran Simic.
Again, we will find you. We hope you use correct emails, and we will contact you. Huh?
Eric, was that your idea with the envelopes? That's a good idea to
was
keep
my-
that.
my
Oh,
idea with the
nice.
envelopes,
Well
yeah.
done. Yes.
Thank you. And then, all right, this is our grand prize, and I'm going to shake them up a little bit. This is, sorry. Just shake these up a little bit. This is for the
It's just one.
one winner. This is a Capitol Dome tour here in Springfield with the Capitol architect, Andrea Agert, and for 4 people, including you, and then also a $100 gift card to Maldeners here in Springfield. Okay. All right.
You want to do it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to keep this legit.
Okay. Is this audited by the firm of Louis Needham Chow? Okay.
Anderson.
Frank Mikuleski. So congratulations.
Frank Mikuleski. Okay, well, congratulations, winners.
And thank you so much for being part of us, this event, our second virtual conference. Hope to see you all in person soon, and our hope is to have an in-person Reconnect 2022. So fingers crossed.
And please keep an eye on your inbox for a survey and continuing education form to confirm your sessions. Your feedback is so important to us. Again, thank you for being with us today. And also, thank you again to our sponsors. We really couldn't do it without us today. It's been a long day. We couldn't do it without you. And have a great evening. And again, I'm going to plug the coloring book. You can get it online under our foundation tab on our AIAillinois.org website. Again, thank you so much for being with us.
Good night.